news at 11.
I lost my husband and my son at the same time right now.
Only on RTV6, a grieving man sheds new light on the help he tried to get his son before the teen allegedly killed his father.
The car was totaled. It is totaled.
But the airbags did not deploy. Call 6 Investigates has answers that all drivers need to know. And the behind-the-scenes moments you missed during country music's biggest night.
We don't know. We don't understand why he did it.
The 16-year-old accused of intentionally setting a fire that killed his father appeared in court today. New tonight, his surviving parent talked only to RTV6's Graham Hunter. Graham joins us live.
Well, Jordan Marin Doan told police on the day he allegedly set fire to his family's home that earlier in the day he'd been here at this health care facility where he would receive therapy. His father tells me that he and his husband had been trying to get him help. He says Jordan has a very troubled past and that he needed more involved mental health care. He says it's help that never came.
When I opened the doors and I saw the fire, I knew it was him.
Alan Marin and Jason Doan first met Jordan when he was in the foster care system.
Everything was good with him at the beginning.
The couple decided to adopt Jordan, who they knew came from a troubled background.
His dad was arrested in front of him, and he thought it was his fault because he did something wrong.
Jordan's birth father was arrested for murder, but he still had parental rights until he agreed to allow the adoption.
They talked to Jordan and asked him if he was on board, and he was, yes, I'm okay with them adopting me. I want to have a family.
Alan says Jordan had multiple childhood traumas.
Tried to give him the best possible therapy and everything to help him out.
They were trying to get him into an inpatient mental health facility in the weeks before the fire, but the waiting list was months long.
Because he didn't get the service that he needed right away. These are the consequences.
Jordan is being charged as an adult for his alleged crimes.
I think all of the stuff that he went through was more than he could handle.
Alan is still uncertain if he will want to have contact with Jordan in the future.
I have forgiven him because Jason was a forgiving person. I'm upset what he did, but I don't have any hate towards him because at the end of the day, he was my son too.
Jordan Marin Doan is being held in jail right now without bond. He pleaded not guilty to the charges against him. He's scheduled for a jury trial in January. Reporting live from the east side, Graham Hunter, RTV6.
The crunch of metal, the shattering of glass. An Indianapolis man is frustrated and concerned after his airbags did not deploy in a crash. He reached out to Call 6 Chief Investigator Rafael Sanchez for help. What Rafael found puts a greater significance on buckling up. He joins us live.
Erica, good evening. As you know, vehicles are loaded with safety features, from better lighting to anti-lock brakes to even airbags and, of course, seat belts. And one grandfather here in Indianapolis wants to know why his airbags did not deploy after a collision. Bobby Burton walked away from all of this with broken ribs, a collapsed lung, and cuts and bruises.
Right here is where the major blow was. I was sitting in the driver's seat.
Bobby and his wife bought their 2013 Chevy Equinox after researching its safety features. Like this video, which shows how it performs in a government crash test. The vehicle received good ratings on that, and that was good enough for them.
My wife is a Chevy person. Her brothers both retired from General Motors.
On May 17th, a Metro Police report shows that Bobby, who was driving alone, accidentally pulled into the path of an oncoming car.
The car was totaled. It is totaled.
Despite the collision, his airbags did not deploy.
Do you know why the airbags didn't deploy?
General Motors sent a technician to his home and ran tests for several hours. The company provided the Burtons with a copy of the technical report. The couple reached out to Call 6 Investigates to help them get someone at GM to explain the findings. The company did. In addition to that, GM also tells Call 6 Investigates, in part, that frontal airbags are designed to inflate in moderate to severe frontal or near frontal crashes to help reduce the potential for severe injuries, mainly to the driver's or right front passenger's head and chest. And they go on to say, Whether the frontal airbags will or should deploy is not based on how fast your vehicle is traveling. It depends largely on what you hit, the direction of impact, and how quickly your vehicle slows down. Finally, airbags, they say, are designed to supplement, not replace seatbelts. Seatbelts are the primary restraint in the event of a crash. Luckily, the police crash report shows that Bobby was wearing his seatbelt.
Every person that I have seen that has seen this car, and I told them that the airbags did not deploy, the first thing they say is, "You're kidding me." And I said, "No, I'm not kidding you."
So live tonight, the seatbelts are critical in any kind of crash. Erica, the 2013 Equinox has no recalls against it, and it passed those government crash tests.
So, Raphael, what resources are there for other drivers with concerns?
So let's talk about that, because not everyone drives the 2013 Chevy Equinox. So no matter what you are driving tonight or tomorrow morning on your way to work, here are two good resources for you that you can use. Safercar.gov, they track vehicle issues, and there you can also file a complaint with the government. The more complaints you file, the more likely they are to launch an investigation into that issue to see if it's happening across Indiana and across the country. The other place you can go to is the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. There you can find how your airbag does in a crash. That website is right there at the bottom of your screen. So a lot of information for people to empower themselves before they get behind the wheel of their vehicle. Reporting live tonight, Rafael Sanchez, RTV6.
You may well have the heat on in the car when you drive into work tomorrow morning. It's 31 right now in Lafayette, Muncie, Indianapolis, down into the 30s as well. While you sleep, the sky will stay clear with the wind calming down.